How does a Cambridge residential school sound to you? And that too in the hills of Tamil Nadu. Well, Reindeer International School in Yercaud is creating ripples. Its claim is Cambridge works best in boarding school environment, but how?
Because when we talk about Cambridge, we're talking about something much bigger than marks and examinations. And that's where our curiosity begins. You see, in many conventional schools, whenever a new skill becomes important, the response is predictable. Add a subject, add a notebook, add a period, add an assessment, or more learning notes for tuition, or another examination. So we keep expanding the curriculum and not really work on systems of learning.
But Cambridge clearly says that learning is not about content. It is supposed to be experiential, reflective, collaborative.
Exactly. I mean, communication is meant to be practiced, so not memorized, right? Innovation is meant to be experienced, so not merely discussed. And that's exactly why Reindeer International School caught our attention.
Because this does not look like a typical school.
Not at all. There are pottery studios where children are literally working with clay, textile labs where students learn weaving, design, and craftsmanship, innovation hubs focused on robotics, electronics, and programming, adventure education programs, a fully residential environment, and students coming from different parts of the world to experience education in the middle of the Yercaud Hills. But it also raises questions, lots of questions.
For example, how does activities like pottery fit into a Cambridge curriculum?
How to develop reflection, creativity, patience, and problem solving in children. And how to measure these outcomes. What does progress really look like? And how does a teacher assess growth and creativity?
And what about the textile labs?
What projects are students working on? Who designs those projects? What problems are students solving? How much freedom do they really get? Can we actually see evidence of learning over time? Because the project itself is not the story. The learning behind the project is.
And then comes the biggest claim, residential education.
Yes, because supporters of boarding schools often argue that the real advantage in a boarding school is not about more teaching, it's about more time. Time for routines, more time for responsibility, for leadership, for reflection, for community living. But how exactly has Reindeer designed that experience? What does a day in the life of a student here actually look like? How is the timetable structured? How much time goes into academics, sports, projects, creativity, independent learning?
We have even heard that the campus itself has been designed around the ideas of UN Sustainable Development Goals.
Which raises another fascinating question. Can architecture teach? Can spaces influence behavior? Can a campus itself become part of the curriculum? We are curious to find out.
So this month, we are traveling to Reindeer International School, walking the campus, meeting the school leaders, talking to the teachers, examining projects, and asking difficult questions.
And certainly, we're not visiting to admire facilities. We are visiting to understand systems. Can Reindeer International School offer clues about what the future of education could look like? Let's find out. Write R for Reindeer in the comments, and we will send the landing link. For education and parenting insights, follow us. All the best.
All the best.